I know there's probably lore for this game, but I don't feel like spending my time looking it up. So I'm just gonna make up shit for these characters here. I'm just gonna make up stuff because I feel like why not? So, start making up stuff. Start off with Anubis. And that's what Anubis does. So obviously Anubis, his faction's unknown, is the only unknown. So with those abilities, he's obviously a godlike being whose presence affects those just by being around him. You're affected by him, and it, he obviously saps your life because he's the king of death. He's obviously a god of death of some type, and that's who Anubis is. Titan's the whole faction, but the card's called Titan. So it's one Titan, but the faction's called Titans. Titans are beings that grow up on the moon of Titan. So they have lots of, so they grew up in a much harsher environment than Earth, and now they can harness the power of the gods without being gods themselves. That's why they can have a time warp effect. It's almost the full power of a god who has a passive effect that affects everyone every turn. But instead, it's a once per game effect because they haven't fully mastered the power of a god. Only slightly mastered the power of the gods. While their attack is via god magic. And then you get to the humans. You know, this guy's quite simple. He is his role models are Clint Eastwood cartoons, hence the guns ablazing, and Chuck Norris, hence the roundhouse kick. He was really looked up to Chuck Norris so much that he perfected the roundhouse kick into an ability that can hurt even gods. That's a powerful roundhouse kick, if you ask me. So he loves his guns and loves his punching. Marissa. Chief scientist, as you can tell, probably has multiple PhDs and probably one of the brightest humans ever to live. But her specialty, as you can tell, biohack, she's a bioengineer of some sort. And she's the chief medical officer of the human starship. Ah, Ken Joy. Really weird name to give someone, but his name's Ken Joy. And that's his abilities. So, Ken Joy's the captain, the guy who can push the ship. Who he's also an engine, was an engineer before he became captain. Because if you leave that ability there, that ability, you can obviously push the ship further and harder than it's supposed to go. He is the one to make the ship go as hard and fast as possible. If you look at the other cards, you can tell that the shifter wasn't always a shifter. And I'm willing to bet that the fact that he uses a UFO means that we have we reversed engineered the UFO to make our own ship, and whatever aliens that crashed on Earth in the UFO are long dead. But he stole it after being transformed via malicious virus that accidentally got released. This young ensign on the human ship became a shifter, stole a UFO, and that is his story. And that due to the virus that makes him a shifter, his form's unstable, but he can mimic other people and attack them back, hit them back with their own thing. Hence the mirror attack. And the virus is contagious, so he can invade via so he can so the more of him. Uh, yeah, I'm a bit rambling now. I'm gonna end the video now.